Good afternoon YouTube and welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we'll be servicing Sanj's Yamaha R1 2016 model known as the 2CR, and in this video we're going to go through the oil change, air filter change, oil filter and the spark plugs, so hopefully a few of you at home find it helpful. Cool. With the lower heat shield removed, you can now either remove the whole upper panel, which is what's advised in the guides, or as you can see here where the oil filter is, you can just pull it to the side and it's easy enough to remove without taking the whole left fairing off. With the oil safely draining, you should leave the bike running for 5 to 7 minutes as stated in the manual just to get it up to temperature. But Sanj did ride it over here and then we've left it on the bench to cool down slightly as well, so you're not going to get scalded. So once that's stopped draining, we'll then remove the oil filter, and then it's simply a case of putting the new oil filter in, the new sump plug and the new sump plug washer, and then top the bike up with the new engine oil. With the bike filled with oil, you should now have visible oil on the sight glass, which is just on the left-hand side of the engine. At this point, when we do start the bike up, it's going to fill the oil filter back up, which lowers the level again. So do check after you've started the bike up. Final thing before cranking it over is just to make sure you've got no initial leaks from the oil filter or from the sump plug, but with your new washer, hopefully that'll all be dry. But we'll fire it up, leave it running for a couple of minutes, check for leaks, check the level, and that's the oil service complete. And that is the final part of the oil service, is just to recheck the level. So we've now put the whole 4 litres in there, and as you can see on the sight glass, it's just below the halfway point, and that was with 4 litres. Now the manual did state that it needs 4.1, so if you are obviously going to do your change at home and you want it spot on factory perfect, it's worth grabbing a litre top-up bottle as well, just to get that last 100 ml out of. I mean, that's not going to be dangerous because it's still within Yamaha's tolerance, but I have said to Sanj, pick up a litre bottle, put a little bit in there, and then you can keep that litre bottle for the future changes. With the airbox lid removed, you can now gain access to the velocity sacks, which secure the airbox to the engine. Now, as you can probably see from that 5mm Allen key, you've got 2 on the front side, and there are also ones that run down the back there as well. So you just need to carefully undo those, being sure not to drop anything into the throttle bodies. With the air duct removed, you can simply leave it tucked back. Just make sure that you don't drop anything down into the throttle bodies. You'll now be able to see the 4 coils in there. Now, you could try and squeeze these out past the emission system, but I'm going to undo these clips down here and here, slide it forward and give us plenty of room to get those out without any trouble.
I can barely see it, Joe.
It's all right.
Zoom in a little bit. There we go.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, hey. Great success.
They'll be like, oh my God, scumbag. Mongo vaping. Like it started better.
I think it did.
Yeah, that's